Hello guys and gals, and welcome back to Infamous Second Son. Now, I know I've played this game fully through, at least I'm pretty sure I finished it, but I know I've played it before, but I want to take the evil route this time. So, let's get right into this. Alright, we're going through all this stuff again. So, 7 years ago, a small group of humans called conduits emerged, each with the ability to manipulate and even weaponize a unique form of matter. The Department of Unified Protection was formed to hunt down and detain all... I did not read that word right, so apparently you guys can pause and read it all if you want. Unless you read it in the first run, if I even let it play. I'm pretty sure you can't really let it, or you can't skip it, but yeah. So God, it has been a while since I've recorded, guys, and jeez, I don't even know how long it's been since I've uploaded anything, but goddamn, it has been a long time. And sadly, I might not be able to do live streams for a while, because the place that I normally, the place where I record my videos, I would do live streams because it's a lot easier to do in this room than it is to do in like the other rooms, because of course I have family that I live with my parents still. I'm not 18 yet, so I still live with my family. So, of course. But I can't really be down there, because even though I get a better connection down there than I get up here, I record up in my room now. Well, I have been for a while. Last few videos that I did a while back, I've recorded up in my room. But it's been a while since I've done a recording where I was downstairs. And that's just because I can't necessarily be myself downstairs. I can't curse so much. If I get, like, you guys should know from some of the games that I've played, I do rage and I do cuss a lot. And a lot of those videos that I would record were when my parents weren't home. But my schedule nowadays, especially now, since I've almost graduated and am going to be graduating soon from high school, and I need to buckle down and get some stuff done, I have to focus on doing that. So getting schoolwork done is a pain in the ass, so I can't really record all that much. I'm gonna try starting to get back into recording videos, and there will be new games, well, eventually, because I'm also going to be getting a job soon, which will also kind of delay videos and stuff. But I'll have the money. I'll be able to get the money so that I can buy new games to play on the channel.
Crime than just... Damn it! Think, Delson, think.
So, God, this game is awesome. I fucking love this game.
Get there, mingle,
I can't get enough of this game. It's like I've replayed this countless times. Like, it's not even an exaggeration. I love this game to death. It's awesome.
Right. This should work. Oh, genius. Genius.
Who's out there?
It's just
But
me,
yeah,
Betty.
reasons, like, we don't really have to listen to all of this. We can just talk over this since we've already technically been through all this. I mean,
to do at the Longhouse?
since I'm going to be taking the different route, the evil route, like I already said, which means there will be some different stuff, but as far as the parts that we already know, we can generally talk over. But anyways, fuck, what was I saying?
You're up to mischief.
Okay, well, come on, seriously, what are you gonna do?
Not
here?
about the game.
I have no choice.
Something else.
He's a cop. I have to be back here in 5
Oh yeah,
minutes. And
since
if
I'm
you're
gonna be
still here-
possibly getting a job. I haven't gotten the job yet, but I applied for it,
Thanks, Betty.
This
and
is the
I'm
last
likely going to
time.
get the job though.
Now I have to go back
Thing
to my
is,
office, apparently.
the hours that I chose, I'll be able to get a lot of money. Yeah, because
Locked. Cannot believe he doesn't have anything better.
it is a lot of hours, but that means I
Hello,
won't have
freedom.
as much time to make videos.
And
Unless
now
I
the
have
easy
unless I
part.
have like
Get to
holidays
the
or something,
longhouse,
or at
set
least
up an alibi.
no, fucking shit. That would suck. I would have to I would literally get no sleep because the hours that I chose, I haven't gone to the interview yet, so I'm not even sure why I'm suggesting that I'm probably gonna get the job. But if I do actually manage to get the job, the hours that I'll work will be around from, since I'm still in school right now, the hours would be from where am I going again? Right, this way? I've forgotten everything. Where the hell am I going? I think it's this way, right? Yeah. But the hours I chose, since I'm still in school and I get out of school early, my hours would be around from 11:30 to maybe around, I think I put 10 at night. I don't remember. I think it was 10 at night or 9:30 or something. But that would leave little time to record, so that's a whole situation. Plus, I need to apply for college too, so I'll be having to take the classes, which I might not even really go to college. I mean, it would be a good idea to go to college, but I mean, there's not a lot that I can really major in that I would understand. The only thing I'd really major in is art, because if you guys don't know, my YouTube profile picture is a picture that I made myself. I mean, granted, there was a little inspiration from a image that I found,
That was close.
which was a creepypasta image of, I think, Ben Drowned and Jeff. But I decided to remake it and use my character because I thought it would be a good look for it, because my character wears a mask. And so I thought that the design and the pose that the character, that Ben, or not Ben, wait, did I say it was Ben Drowned?
And the plan is
I meant, Eyeless Jack. It was Eyeless Jack. And the picture that I found looked so freaking good, and I had to recreate it for my character because it was so good looking that, oh my god, I just needed to remake it of my character because it would just look good. I know I'm repeating myself now, but seriously, it looked awesome. It looked good recreating it.
Always do this, Reggie. Why don't you just let me be who I am? What big bad if you would listen, I would explain it to you. Really, because I don't
But
seem to get
my passion is art, and I absolutely adore art. I've been drawing since I was 5, and I might with my Instagram, because I have an Instagram for this channel. I might link the Instagram, and I might even actually post my art on there if you guys wanted me to. If you guys would actually be interested in that, comment down below, and maybe I'll share a couple of my pictures, share a couple of the creations I've made. Because as you obviously know from me saying that I draw and that I drew my account profile, I draw anime. But that's not all I draw. I also draw, I can actually draw realistic stuff. I can draw a real person. If you guys actually have any requests too, you could DM me on my Insta. Or, actually no, yeah, that would probably be best. To DM on my Insta and send a picture of a person that you'd like me to draw, and I can draw it for you. I can really only draw people realistically. I can't really draw other things. I can draw animals realistically too, kind of. Fur is kind of a difficulty for me. I struggle with it still, but I'm still kind of learning how to do it. So eventually I'll get to the point where I can draw fur and it'll actually look really good. But yeah, if you guys want to DM me and request a drawing of either someone or actually yeah, just someone, whether they be real or not, whether they be animated or whether they be drawn realistically,
What's going on?
then just DM me either a picture of, like, if it's a real person that you want me to draw, DM me a picture of the person that I can use as a reference.
Stop!
And if it's a character that you want me to draw, then send me a picture of them.
What's going on?
And if you want me to do it in my own style, if it's an animated character, if you want me to make my own style, like if you send me a picture of them, but you want me to make a different type of picture of them, send me a full body picture of the character, and I might hopefully be able to make my own of them. I know I still have that thing where I stutter a lot.
No!
It's been a while. So
I can't stop it, man. I can't
plus
stop it.
I have a hard time really talking a lot. I mean, clearly right now I'm talking a lot, but I have a hard time speaking clearly when I'm playing video games.
My brother. All right?
Because my focus is put on the game, and a lot of times it can be kind of distracting to talk. So of course I kind of mess up and slur my sentences a lot. Plus I kind of have a little bit of a speech impediment. If you guys haven't, or not necessarily a speech impediment, but more like a lisp, however that word is said. It's like where my voice can't really sound out a word properly, so it sounds strange. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have noticed that. For everyone that's viewed my videos, I'm pretty sure you've noticed that my voice is like very it doesn't always sound right. Like if I say a certain word, it sounds weird.
I think Betty's still inside.
Jeez, man, the latch is melted. Locked.
So yeah.
How did he get through? I think he ran through.
You can do that?
It's only one way to find out.
Nelson's a bioterrorist too.
Wait, he's not.
Damn it. When the tribe hears about you, there's gonna be a panic.
Fine, go. Control the mobs.
All right, I'm coming back with help. See if Betty's in there with the bioterrorist, and be careful. Never know what those freaks are capable of.
Yeah, those freaks.
It's like at that point I already feel like Delson was
Vince.
I feel like he was already offended, despite the fact that he didn't necessarily want this. At this point, he still didn't want it.
Wow.
So, for him to slightly be offended, because you could hear that he was offended. In his voice, he was like, right, those freaks. You could tell he was offended. Despite the fact that he has no real time, and that he doesn't really want it yet, he was still offended. Which is interesting to me.
Yeah, this will work. Don't want to spoil the surprise.
Almost there, Betty!
Too dangerous in here, go get your brother.
You gotta get out of here, lady!
Stay away from me!
I'm trying to help you, lady!
Stay away from me!
Stop!
Nelson!
I was just trying to create a diversion. I didn't know anybody was in here. You did this to me! You're a conduit? Betty, I'll explain later, but you gotta get out of here now. Good, I'm gone. Not until you fix this first.
God, this game is fucking awesome. I want another freaking Infamous game to come out. They really need to make another one. It would be so awesome. I think,
wait for that
if I remember correctly, with the paper trail mission, if any of you guys have played this game and know about that mission, I think it was supposed to be a clue as to certain powers that you would get, especially with the
they got a special hole they like to toss folks like me in.
When people are around the end of the game with Curtin K, I think there was supposed to be some clues that there was going to be another game with certain powers. Like, I think glass was one of the powers that was supposedly going to be in the game, or in another game. But I don't remember if that was the case. I know there was a likelihood of paper and glass being some of the powers in another game that might have been made. But that was just a theory that somebody made.
Learn things you weren't supposed to know. So when that bitch put the three of us in that wagon, I knew what was coming. A golden opportunity.
I saw you poking around inside my head.
It was me? I thought that was you.
You saw it, right? That DUP prison. If she catches you, that's where you're going. Wait!
Jeez.
I'm warning you, kid.
God, I wish they would have that glow effect sometimes around his, around Delsin's arms.
Anywhere.
It looks awesome. I mean, I know there's a glitch that you can do later in the game. I think around the end of the game.
But you better be ready to disappear.
That where you can have that same effect, and it's where you have to have the what you have to do is have your comet drop set, or comet drop. You have to have your comet drop ready, and there's a cutscene that plays, and at the end, near the end of the cutscene, you want to press down as many times as you can, so that way you can actually activate the glitch. And what the glitch does is it dispatches Augustine right there. Well, it doesn't necessarily dispatch her, as far as I remember, but it knocks her down. But it kind of freezes, so you can't really do anything. And Augustine is stuck on the ground.
Good luck, kid. Oh, hell no. No way I'm gonna die in a fish
And what's supposed to happen is that instead of the game activating the cutscene for the comet drop, it creates all of the how would I word it? The
well,
I don't know what they're called necessarily.
Flush that mean old conduit for you.
It basically shows the activation of the ability, and it shows the smoke and I think it's kind of like a flame. Not necessarily a flame, but it's something along those lines.
Try not to be.
Cinders, I guess you could call it.
You seem nervous.
The cinders around his arms.
I'm not nervous.
It's been my experience there are only two reasons for people to be nervous. Either they're cowards.
But
something
the glitch looks awesome, and I've taken some pictures and I've actually posted them on Facebook before. And God, they look so cool.
You were in
especially
there
with the smoke effect around him.
For some time. Did he share anything with you?
That's the word I was looking for, the effect.
Share.
Did he say anything to you? Share any of his ramblings about
conspiracy? I hate this section. Because this is the one place where I can't make the evil choice. But I gotta force myself this time because I want to take the evil route this time.
You see, We are engaged in a life and death war with these bioterrorists, and it's my job to do
I hate to sacrifice
it
the
takes
tribe. And
to
that's
ensure
just
that we win the war.
because it's like Betty says, the Akomish, they protect their Akomish.
It's kind of funny because
They protect their own.
aren't you a bioterrorist too? Okay.
Yeah, one reason I'm still kind of stuttery, not just because of me focusing on the games,
Yes,
but it's
I
also because I'm still technically
Sometimes you
new
have to
to
fight fire
this
with
whole
fire.
YouTube thing.
and it's clear now that you
And
are not a coward.
having
which means
taken
there's
as
something
long
that
as a
you're not
break as I
telling me.
did, doesn't really make it any
What are you
better.
doing? You can't do this, you crazy. I've got rights.
And I have the legal authority to suspend those rights whenever I feel it's necessary. Like now, for instance, I'll ask again. What happened in there?
And I will tell you again.
I'm told that
that
hurts.
hurts. What a bitch.
Maybe I know what happened in there.
No, Betty, don't.
Jeez,
Really?
No.
Still nothing. Well, unless you decide that you do have something to tell me, I'll go chat with that nice old lady. But you should know, concrete is especially hard on brittle bones. And if she doesn't talk, I'll just move on to the next one, and the next, until I find someone who does. So do you have something you want to tell me? Or do you prefer that I move on to your friends here?
Oh. It hurts me to do this. I'm sorry, Betty. I'm so sorry, Betty. It kills me to do that.
Piss off.
Then I have no further use for you. Hope you're not as stubborn as that one.
Bitch.
Are you, Betty? Yeah,
Betty,
I'm told that
no.
hurts.
Oh, I hate myself now. I really do. Oh, I hate doing that. I've never done that, and I hate that I just did. Oh, man. Betty.
What's going on here? They turned the longhouse into a hospital? How long have I been out? Nick, man, what the hell happened?
Really? Did you not see what was up with that guy?
My God. How could anyone do this? How many people did she hurt?
A lot of innocent people. And it makes me
No
feel
one
bad
could
that I'm going
stop
to
her?
take the route that I'm going to take. It seriously hurts.
Oh my God. Betty.
I'm glad to see you're up.
I guess Augustine wasn't bluffing, huh?
Wow. No one here was gonna turn you in to protect themselves. We're Comish. We take care of our own.
I guess I did the right thing. You imagine what that bitch would have done to me if I'd actually talked?
Probably the same thing she did to everyone else in this room when you didn't.
Why did she smile for that second there?
Do me a favor and tell everybody else that I said thanks for taking one for the team. Yeah.
I would have said to say thank you for protecting me. The way he said it didn't sound right.
Man, Delsin. Whoa. Damn it, I thought we were gonna lose you there.
Concrete in the legs? It's gonna be more than that.
Oh, glad to see fast healing seems to be a part of your new, thing. Speaking of which, the craziness with the hands, is that gone yet?
I don't know, man. There's no smoking in the longhouse, remember?
Right.
And I wouldn't want to get in the way of anyone's recovery.
Recovery? Hey, Delsin, these people aren't getting any better. They're dying, man.
You don't know that.
No, but the doctors who came through here when you were out, they do. And they said that... They said the only way those shards are coming out is the exact same way they went in.
What?
Yeah.
But that was Augustine and her concrete power.
Yeah.
Then screw it, man. Looks like you and me are going to Seattle and we're gonna go get her.
Whoa, wait, what? You think you're just gonna charm her into coming back here with you? Come on, man, I know you took a bump to the head, but you two didn't exactly hit it off last time you were together.
Reggie, I did this. And I gotta fix it.
And this time
Damn
around,
it,
he's not
Dustin,
really
you just
wrong.
got back on your feet. Look, I know you want to help, but the doctors have already said
The only way it's getting out is with the same power. I get it.
Which means we don't actually need Augustine. We just need her power.
Okay, now you've lost me.
I'm a goddamn power sponge, remember? If I got smoke, why can't I get concrete?
Yeah, but what if smoke was just a fluke, huh? I mean, think about it. You'd have to go through, what, 1,000 DUP guys just to get to her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably something
probably
like that.
something like that.
I'll explain in the truck.
What truck? I don't have a truck, That's my truck.
I love that part. So what truck? You don't have a... It's my truck.
All right, I got this whole thing figured out, okay? We hit the town, we load up at the all-you-can-leech conduit power buffet, we maybe swing by the Space Needle, always wanted to see it, and then we're back home to save some lives.
You do realize when we hit the town, there's a fair chance the town's gonna
Save some lives, so the opposite of what we're gonna
head
do.
back?
What does that even mean?
It means that Seattle has 500,000 people that aren't exactly thrilled about the bioterrorists that are already there. You think they're gonna welcome you? Wake up, man.
Oh, that's interesting.
Look, don't worry.
Anyone else noticed? If you guys have seen my first playthrough of this, then you should know that what he says, or that Delsin, since I took the hero route in the other version, or in my other playthrough, what he said something about that. He said something about, yeah, I'm not there to do what they're doing, I'm there to save lives. And that he's like, I'm gonna be like Superman, I'm there to save lives. He didn't say it this time. That's actually interesting.
All right, we're gonna fix this thing. I'm gonna find you a cure.
A cure?
Shooting smoke out of your fingertips isn't exactly normal, man.
Just because it's not normal doesn't mean that it needs a cure,
thought I
okay?
saw something.
Van Gogh wasn't
What the
normal.
heck?
Gandhi wasn't normal.
Yeah, but people weren't scared of Gandhi, all right? People are afraid of bioterrorists. They're freaks.
See, that's pre-programmed bull.
Shit.
Great.
Huh. Well, looks like we're walking the rest of the way.
Walk. What?
Yeah.
Where are you going? Hey. Damn it.
crap would you look at this?
Look, you know, if you're having second thoughts, I
Are
completely...
you kidding me? This is amazing.
This is destruction.
This is self-defense, man. The roadblock was set up to attack them.
Yeah, because they're bioterrorists.
Well, it didn't stop them, and it's not going to stop this bad boy either.
Man, this must be the mothership.
Yep. Practically. If the mothership gives you powers, and you wouldn't be wrong.
Jesus, Delson! Hey, are you okay?
Okay. I'm better than okay, man. I think I picked up a new trick. Yep. New.
There you go. I really shouldn't necessarily press
Definitely
aim.
new and
That makes it more
improved.
difficult.
Delson, this is not improved, man.
It makes it more difficult
Trying
to hit
fix
them.
the problems you already have, not add new ones.
What do you think? Augustine is just sitting on her ass? I gotta power up if I'm gonna go toe-to-toe with Concrete Queen.
Hey, I'm hoping to avoid that. Listen, there might be another way that we can get to Augustine.
What other way? What other way?
I have a few connections in Seattle. Right?
Yeah, she'll probably do the same thing she did to the Ikomas tribe.
Reggie swoops in and makes everything all right. This is not your problem to fix. It is mine.
Oh, is somebody there? Can you hear me?
There. Perfect. You want to go help somebody? Go save damsel in distress.
That's not...
Please?
All right, fine.
Jeez.
We both go. Come
Oh,
on.
no.
I
You go
need-
play Super Cup, okay? I will catch up with you in a minute.
All right, but don't go anywhere. And for God's sake, don't touch anything!
Oh, I'm gonna touch,
I'm gonna touch
everything.
Everything.
Fucking love it.
You're up first, little guy. Hey, we're still using that. Oh, maybe I just need to refill the smoke tank.
What? I would imagine there would be some smoke out of that. What the hell?
Good to go. Yeah, this should do the trick. Okay, yeah, that could definitely be habit forming. Woo, man, once we hit the city, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for more of those things.
Oh, wait, you're already downed.
Hey, Delson, I need you up here.
Dude, you will not believe what that beeping was.
Let's get up here, okay? I found a bus full of relief workers that's stuck. I'm trying to convince them to just abandon the bus. They don't want to leave all the medical supplies on top.
Well, just tell them to hold on. I'll get the bus unstuck.
Delson, I know what you're thinking, and don't.
Dude, I just took out a fleet of quadcopters. I think I can dig out a bus.
Isn't it illegal to have windows that fucking tinted? I mean, I know you're not necessarily supposed to see inside the bus. Actually, never mind, you technically are. You're supposed to be able to see Reggie even through this. I guess the developer, I guess the
There's
devs
gotta be a
decided, just like,
faster
oh
way.
no, they're not gonna be in there. I wonder if they're, there's a certain channel that I've been, watching, called, what was it, She Says, and it's not like, personally, I feel like it's meant to be said like she says, like a that's what she said joke. But I'll probably leave a link in the description to that guy's channel. And what he does is he takes a camera around games, and he literally has a series called Boundary Break, where he goes outside of maps and discovers things, and it's freaking awesome. You see what they do with certain characters at certain times. It'd be awesome to see if Reggie is in the bus right now, since they won't let you technically look inside the bus right now.
Unstoppable!
Delson, I told you not to.
I'm sorry, Reg. Can't hear you over the sound of my heroics.
Delson, I'm not...
Ah, lost you. Need to hit the mute button.
Okay, looks like the rest of the way is clear. I'm gonna ride this baby straight into Seattle.
They wanted me to ride on top, right? Yeah, see what I mean? Outside of the bus, before this cutscene, it's fucking black.
Dude, Reggie, open up, let's go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Hello?
Hey, Delson, we got a problem. Some of the people on the bus, they saw you doing your super thingy to clear the way.
And?
And they're afraid of you.
What?
Look, I told you, man. Bioterrorists aren't especially popular.
So what, am I like Rosa Parks and they want me to sit on the back of the bus?
No, they want you to sit outside the bus. Look, they don't want you in here, right? They said if you come on, they're gonna get off.
Then let them walk. I don't care. You think I can't take this door down?
You are not gonna do that. These people have never seen anything like you before, and they're scared, right? And I can't blame them.
He says he's gonna break down the door. Go.
Sir, just give me a second.
It's like, stop being such an
Let me
asshole.
run
I
them
know I'm
across
taking the
bridge.
evil
I'll come
route,
right
but
back for you, all right? It'll take
seriously,
5 minutes.
you guys have never... These people have never experienced people like this, like Delson, with his powers. It's like the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because he has these powers doesn't mean that he's using them to do bad things. I mean, granted, in this playthrough, we are gonna use them to do bad things. But seriously, it just goes to show that nobody is smart. Nobody just thinks, oh, maybe this person isn't an asshole. Maybe this person isn't gonna kill a shit ton of people. Maybe this guy isn't gonna fucking kill me. Maybe this guy will actually use his powers to do some good. Instead, they're just making assumptions. It's saying, oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh, he's gonna kill everyone I love. He's gonna kill my family. He's gonna hurt people. You're just making assumptions. Sure, they don't understand what you are, but that doesn't mean that they just distance you. That doesn't mean that they isolate you. Because then isolating people doesn't help people. Like, when you isolate someone initially, it just makes them worse. It just gives them a worse attitude, makes them a worse person for a lot of stakes. But that's not always the case, but that is the case for a lot of people. If you distance yourself from people and you isolate people and there's nobody around them to guide them and support them, then in a lot of cases they could end up taking a dark they could really end up taking a dark road and dark route. And whose fault will it mainly be? It'll in my opinion, it'll mostly be the fault of the people that isolated them, because if they hadn't been isolated, if they had friends, if people hadn't been so afraid of them just because of who they were and didn't distance themselves away from them just because of who they were, then maybe they could have helped that person that they were so afraid of lean towards a better path. They could have led them to do better things. And instead, because they decided to isolate that person, they ended up taking their own path. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes maybe they'll turn out good, but in a lot of cases they don't. They don't have somebody to teach them. They don't have somebody to support them and tell them if what they're doing is wrong. And because of that, that's what brings a lot of people that are the way they are now, that's what leads a lot of people, as far as I can tell, to doing bad things. And it's because of people that isolate that person, which is horrible, and it sucks, because people judge people on how they look, which is stupid. We're in a society, we're in 2019 now, and this society is just so fucked up. We just judge people so much when we could help people and make them better, and make them a better person. Instead, we make them feel short-handed, especially for people in elementary schools and high schools, and high school like me, obviously, but not so much high school. It kind of dies down in high school depending on what type of school you're going to. I mean, the school I go to is a continuation school, and there's not generally there's not a lot of bullying that goes on at my school. But there are a lot of schools that I know that are different, and there is a lot of bullying going on. And it sucks because kids at that age don't realize, when they're in elementary school and junior high, kids at that age don't realize the influence they're making on people. They're making people see the bad side of things. And there are some people that can actually help influence them, the bullies, to make them better people. Because if you think about it, like, sometimes there'll be that one friend, if you're friends with a bully, but you're actually like a good person. Like, I've heard a lot of stories where there have been people that bias gay people, and then the friends of that person, the bully, that's being like rude and being an asshole to people that are gay, they actually support those people that are gay. They accept them. And then there's the bully who treats them like shit because of it. And there are people like that. They're like the ones that are okay with it, that accept it. They can influence people. They can help. They can be a part of something so much greater to help people help the bullies see that what they're doing is wrong, and it's so not helpful. It's like when people, another thing I seriously hate is when people tell others to, hold on, I'm going to continue. I'm rambling, so I'm going to just continue. But I hate it when people say, oh, just go kill yourself, you're worthless, you're meaningless. Because that's not true. Everyone has purpose. Everyone has meaning in their life. No one is worthless. This, like, no matter how bad you are, too, you're still not worthless. You might be a bad person and people just don't like you, but that doesn't mean you're worthless or meaningless. You can make changes for yourself. You can be better. You can choose to be better, and it's so great to see some people, because I've met some people that have actually been like that. They were like complete assholes. They were fucking bullies.
Nelson, I got the aid workers across
at some point,
clearing the bridge.
They redeemed themselves, and they started acting better. They started treating people with more respect, and it was so awesome to see them make that change. Because they were such assholes before, I swear. And that just goes to show that everyone has a meaning, and that it also goes to show that people can change. Like, a lot of people like to say that people can't change, and that there isn't, that, like, granted, it's not easy to change, but it is possible to. It's so possible to change. Hold on.
Shooting me like that? Big mistake.
Stop moving, asshole.
It's mine now.
Okay.
Okay, I give up, okay? Just don't hurt me!
Should have said please.
Yes. Fucking love doing that. That's actually pretty cool. I've played part of it once, but part of the evil route once, but I didn't really. The first decision, I didn't make the bad decision. I decided to make the good decision because, of course, I did. Love Betty. I hate to see her hurt. She's a nice old lady.
Reggie? Oh man.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. It's great to see people that people can make a difference. There is no one that is worthless. There is no one that is meaningless. Everyone has worth. Everyone has a purpose in life. Granted, you might not know what that purpose is, and you might not ever know what that purpose is. You might not even realize that you fulfilled it if you ever have. It's like, you can never really tell with things like that.
Coming, Reg.
You're not necessarily meant to know what your purpose is. I mean, granted, you could feel like something is your purpose, and sometimes you could be wrong, sometimes you could be right.
Relay, work your magic.
But what's important to know is that no matter how much people say you're worthless and that you should just kill yourself, you shouldn't.
Another shot.
There is so much meaning to your life. I swear to God. People who say that shit, they don't know anything. Like, they don't know who you are. They don't take the time to get to know you. To say that you have no meaning. And either way, even if they did know you more, it's still not a good thing to say because they're still wrong. Just because you act a certain way doesn't mean that you're worthless or that your life is meaningless. It's not. It's worth so much. There are so many people that are around others, and for people, when people say that you're worthless, other people will contradict that because there are people that care about you so much, people that want to see you go places, that they inspire you, that you inspire them even sometimes.
Kind of a bad time, Betty.
And for people, for bullies to just say that you're worthless isn't right, because other people think the opposite. A lot of other people think the opposite, and other people love you so much. They love and care about you so much. It's like I know so many people who have said that their life is worthless and that they don't belong here. They don't belong as part of society or just in general. They don't and that they don't want to be here. And that sucks for me, and it sucks because hearing them say that, it hurts because like they're my friends. And I know I'm getting into like serious topic right now, but it's just all led from the point of the people on the bus saying or judging him and assuming that he isn't a good person. Assuming that Delson isn't a good person, and it's not right because I mean, granted, like I've already said a numerous amount of times probably, I am taking the evil route, but that doesn't justify it. Just because I'm taking the evil route, even in the good route, they say the same thing, and it's not right because Delson technically is a good person. And it sucks to see people treat him like a monster. I like how this says help Reggie before he falls. It's not like there's a timer.
Nelson, little help here. That's that pitching arm again, huh?
Delson!
All right, come on. I got it. Thanks for the hand. Huh. Check it out.
Wow. Seem to be getting the hang of your, new symptoms,
Right?
Symptom.
Of course, the only downside being that, nope, can't think of anything. This is pretty freaking awesome.
Really? No downside? How about those heavily armed guys over there now want to hurt you real bad? That a downside?
I just took out a couple of other armed guys.
For all we know, we may be
Not
able to
armored,
pass you
but
through their security, you know, because you're not a normal bioterrorist. So
Normal? No, if you mean by normal, you know, the sheep that they try to line up so that they can probe them. No, Reggie, I'm not normal. And did you see what I did on that bridge? We can take these guys.
Let's just see if we can sneak you through their checkpoints first,
you
all right?
were flying around.
Make getting around the city a lot
That's
easier.
not combat, sir. He didn't see what you did in the bridge or in the tunnel.
Subtle.
That you would have. That you could say that, but
Play it cool up ahead.
Hey, they used to call me Mr. Cool.
No one has ever once called you that. Ever.
Are you really worried about this?
These DUP guys may not have the same level of power that natural bioterrorists have, but the government infused them all with enough to still do some serious damage.
Well, you have just officially ruined my Seattle vacation.
this was never a
How long
vacation.
did you say
You
it was
already
up
know
for?
that, Delson.
1 week.
Wow. That means the DUP put all of this up in...
Yep.
Oh, they've kept busy.
Once we're through,
I find this
check
part
with a couple
weird
of my
because I
contacts,
I
try and
think
get access to the
right.
police
Did I enter
databases.
this part first?
Meantime,
Yeah, I
you
enter
just
first, so I don't
lay low.
understand why it
Might
lets
spook
him
before
go
you show up
first.
with a bioterrorist.
Okay, boss man.
This is a registered firearm.
I like how I can
I'm a
already
police
see the
officer.
thing right there.
Ace won't let me on his bus, won't let me meet his friends.
I love doing this. Like, look at his legs when you do that. Like they kind of conjoin or something. It looks kind of weird. Especially when you do that. Sorry about that, sir. I'm just going to fuck your shit up after this.
Please place your finger on the scanner.
I like how this is interactive.
Processing.
Warning. Prime conduit detected. Lethal force is authorized.
That's 2 out of 3.
See, now that's the thing. I wonder if Delson somehow did become a prime conduit. Because that thing detects that I'm a prime conduit. And in a lot of cases, I don't think it would do that. In a lot of cases, I think it would say that I'm a normal person, or it might even say that I'm a fuck. I don't necessarily. They don't really come up with another word for it. There's just a conduit. Not necessarily a prime conduit, just a conduit. But that is all the time I have for this episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you liked it, or if you enjoyed, like the video. If you want, it's up to you. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys want to check out my Insta, I will leave it in the link below. So if you guys want to check out any of my art, I will likely start posting on my YouTube Insta. And if you guys have any requests, DM me on Insta. Send me a picture of somebody that you want me to draw, and I'll do it. I have the supplies for it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.